Hello everyone, welcome to Yadnya Investment Academy. Today we are going to do a mutual fund review. Let me first explain the methodology of the review. We will first list and review the fund on various parameters and rate each parameter by green, yellow or red star. Green star means good performance, yellow star means average performance and red star means below average performance. In the end, based on the total number of green, yellow and red star, you can take a call to buy this fund or not. Please remember, all the fund parameters we are going to discuss here are based on 7th June 2017 data as reference, and we only review regular and growth plans of mutual funds. In this video, we are going to review fund name Birla Sunlife Equity Fund, which is a multi-cap fund launched in 1998. Before going into review, let's understand about fund's objectives. Fund invests primarily in equity stocks and is ideal fund for long-term capital appreciation. It can diversify across industries, economic sectors and companies' market capitalization. Now let's start a detailed review on each parameter. First, the fund belongs to Birla Sunlife Mutual Fund family, which is currently India's fourth biggest fund house in terms of asset under management out of more than 40 fund houses, and was established in 1994. So for being a large and experienced fund house, we give a green star here. Equity fund was launched in August 1998, which means it is active for over 18 years and has seen all major market ups and downs. So let's give a green star here for being a very experienced fund. Fund is categorized in multi-cap category as it has flexibility to invest across market capitalization and can increase or decrease share in any company irrespective of its size. Now moving to next, this fund has asset under management close to 5300 crores and is the 9th biggest multi-cap fund among a population of around 60 funds in this category. This high asset under management shows investors' trust in the fund and its very good performance, so deserves a green star here too. Now let's talk about the Moolaha, that is the returns. We will first talk about the trailing returns from 7th June date and then talk about the calendar returns. In trailing returns, we can see fund has consistently beaten its benchmark index, that is BSE 200, as well as multi-cap category average across 1, 3, 5 and 10 years. Especially 5-year trailing return performance is among top 3 in the multi-cap category. Trailing return performance clearly shows superb fund performance. Now looking at calendarized return of last 10 years, that is from 2007 to 2016, which means returns from 1st Jan to 31st December of a calendar year, we see a clear divide in the performance. That is, performance is near or below average before 2012 and is much above average since 2012. Fund was beaten by both benchmark and category average 3 times, that is 2008, 2010 and 2011, all are before 2012. Recently, fund has given some exceptional performances too, like in year 2012, 2013, 2014 and 2016. So what changed in 2012? Actually, the fund manager changed and we will talk about that in a little bit. Overall calendar year performance is pretty good, where fund has beaten both benchmark and category average 7 times out of 10. Clearly both trailing and calendar year performances are exceptional in last 5 years, but performances in bear markets of 2008 and 11 are below average, and hence we give this parameter 1 green and 1 yellow star. Next important parameter is fund manager. Equity fund is led by Mr. Anil Shah since October 2012. Mr. Anil is CA and cost accountant. Mr. Anil has total 24 years of experience in equity research and was working in RBS equities for 15 years before joining Birla. He also manages Birla Sunlife Gen Next fund, which is a fund which invests in companies which are impacted by rising consumption in India. It is a very good performing fund which has beaten its benchmark by wide margin. So overall, due to marked change in equity funds fortune since Mr. Anil's joining and good performance in Gen Next fund and his stability with the fund house, we give this parameter a green star. Next parameter is top stock holdings of the fund and understanding the fund's diversification. As on 7th June, fund has 74 stocks in portfolio with top 5 contributing only around 20% of overall asset under management. Current cash allocation is close to 13%. Fund has an excellent diversification in portfolio and weightage of top 5 companies is lower than our benchmark of 25% and hence we give this parameter a green star. Next parameter is sector diversification. Fund's top 3 sectors have weightage of only 41% and is little overweight on financial sector, but that is the trend across. For this very good overall allocation, we give a green star here too. Next are expenses. Expense ratio of the fund is 2.17%, which is lower than average expense ratio of the multi-cap category, which is around 2.28%. Exit load of the fund is 1% if investment is redeemed in first 365 days. That is what most equity funds do. So overall, due to good expense ratio, we give this parameter a green star. Now those who like numbers, let's discuss few important ratios too. Standard deviation, a measure of volatility and risk, is similar to benchmark and category, which means it takes similar risk as them. Beta 2 is a measure of risk and is little higher than the category. Alpha, which measures the risk adjusted returns, so 8.5 alpha means it can perform 8.5% better than the benchmark. So by taking near average risk, it shows much better alpha. Last is P ratio of the portfolio, which is 23.9 and is close to benchmark BSE 200's P of 23.6. Higher alpha and similar P with moderate risk is a positive sign for the fund. And for that we give a green star here too. Few other important info to note about the fund is that it is a large cap oriented fund with close to 70% in large caps. And this table here shows how rupees 10,000 SIP would have performed in various time frames and prove exceptional performance and returns this fund has given continuously. So if we calculate, we got total 9 green stars and only 1 yellow star, with below average performance during bear markets being the main concern for the fund. To summarize, Birla Sunlife Equity Fund is an experienced fund in the multi-cap category. Fund is a large cap oriented fund which mostly keeps large cap allocation more than 65%. Fund's performance has seen marked improvement since 2012, which has coincided with change in fund manager. Bear market performance of the fund is still a concern, but since Mr. Anil's takeover, we have not seen any bear market, so it is not exactly right to extrapolate. Investment process is majorly a growth oriented one that combines top down and bottom up approaches. However, fund managers' skills in being able to allocate across market caps, sectors and stocks efficiently with no overweight bets stands out. Since taking over the fund, Mr. Anil has been able to execute the strategy very well. Mr. Anil Shah has definitely made this fund an attractive choice for investors, and it should be part of your shortlist if you are looking for a pure play diversified multi-cap fund. That is all we have on this fund review. If you have any question, please do write in the comment section below. And do not forget to subscribe to our channel for more such reviews. Have a great time ahead.